Alright, let's see what happens here. There's a Varna on Michuzak's team, so I don't think I've seen this Varna on his team before. And it looks like he removed the tiaras from his team here. Everything else seems to be stuff seen before. Also, the Sakura went back to infantry class. Yep, some interesting changes. On Manson's side, we do not see the Emilia here. And we have 3 healers, Liana, Iris, and Weiler. I also don't see a juggler on Manson's side. So just running 2 healers, 2 tanks here. Estelle and Landius. Landius is first band, so he's going to pick up Estelle and probably look to counter Michuzak's rush. Juggler would definitely not be very good against Michuzak's team. Not one might be facing down Estelle or Sakura here. So Michuzak gets his first pick Zarda, but his only healer, Iris, gets first band, followed by the 2 units that can possibly tank. So a second pick, Yusuke on Manson's side would be pretty good. He can freely hit anyone, or even Claret. Now the D-Heart with Strike and Calamity have a very long effective range. So D-Heart can look to jump in with either unicorns or using demon hunters and snipe at range. So Manson does go for Yusuke second here. Yusuke can faction buff for all the time units you have in the box as well. Or it's also fine to not run faction buff on him and just run 2 offensive skills. So Michuzak is continuing this rush pick with Leonhard third. Listel gets banned anyway since the finger can ruin Yusuke. And another meteor unit in Joshua gets banned out. Joshua can also faction buff for Leonhard. Claret, the third pick on Manson's side. Now Claret can usually just trade with any one unit. Now this map is pretty good for Lustria as well. There are a number of defensive terrains. So there are mountains to the top and bottom sides of the map with forests. Good afternoon, everyone. I see a bunch of you in chat here. Who do you think will win this one? So far for the ban picks, both sides have very long-legged units. The Yusuke might take 1 or 2 turns to set up on Manson's side, so I would say Michuzak might have an advantage being player 1. So Hiei gets 4th picked on Michuzak's side. D-Heart can look to bring... Actually, nope. The Hiei is also part meteor faction buff. Sakura is not going to have any faction buffs or the Leonhardt. So if they hit into Estelle, they might have to kill Estelle first. And another Leonhardt last pick, as well as Luna fourth pick. So I like the units on Manson's side more here, just because of him having Luna as well as all the faction buffs for every unit. Luna can speed up the team, faction buff for Claret, although not really needed on Claret. Estelle can also increase speed for every unit here. Yeah, so oh, D-Hard is going ranged attacks. Now the Unicorns is not going to be that effective against Luna, so he might be using this just to snipe off one of the flying threats. I can see D-Hard looking to snipe off Claret, and then Zerda can look to trade with somebody. Sakura can go in, hit Yusuke to make him useless for a while. This Leonhardt really have to trade with somebody though, on Michuzak's side, since his Leonhardt does not have a faction buff unlike Manson's. Okay, so let's see here. The Yusuke on Manson's side did bring faction buff, so it will be giving a boost to his Leonhardt and Estelle. This Leonhardt on Manson's side have teleport and 2 AoEs here, not using Air Slash. Now the machete can RNG stun, which can also be pretty deadly. As well as the AoEs, if the AoEs do hit, there's not going to be heals on either side. The damage will probably just stick. Now, if I was bringing troops on Manson's Leonhardt though, I would probably take Royal Cavalry. Just because you're facing a Leonhardt, a Sakura, that is, well, either infantry or cavalry. And Leonhardt does a bunch of physical damage as well. He is usually great until when he fails to crit, then you just cry. Alright, this Claret is using Heaven's Guard, so whoever she hits, it's gonna just instantly die. Ooh, this breeds D-Heart. No, he can really just take a shot at anyone. Yep, there's no escaping that D-Heart. Unless you go in turn 1 and kill off the D-Heart somehow. Did D-Hard fail to kill a Claret before? Now, we're going to have the Morning Star accessory released soonish. That can allow any of these assassins that does not have a backstab to have essentially a backstab and just break any sort of full health bonuses.
Hello, Hazuchio.
Hello. Would you like to co-cast?
Sure, if you like.
Alright, how about doing a short introduction on yourself?
Oh, okay, I'm Sui.
Just so the audience knows.
I'm just a regular Langrisser player. And I participate in this tournament too and stop at round of 30.
Okay, so Yusuke is going to use the faction buff here. Not going to use transform, so he's not going to be that ready just this turn. Now Manson is also forming a wall to protect his Claret here.
Do you do you think Michuzak Gearhart can kill Manson's Luna? Because last I checked, his Luna has a very high defense.
Yeah, so his Luna does run like Bracer, Last Rites, very high defense, also on the forest tile here. So it could possibly survive. Now D-Hard does have archer troops, but they don't really hit very hard. Calamity can steal the defense buff. Maybe it can kill the Luna, but the Luna is not really a threat here, since the Luna is here to give the plus mobility to the entire team, as well as a faction buff for Claret. Instead, this D-Hard should really be looking to snipe off some of the other threats here. Leonhardt might not be killable, but D-Hard is cavalry. D-Hard really wants to kill off the Claret here, and then all the other units can probably deal with the remaining units. So Sakura is good against Estelle and Yusuke. Hiei can snipe off anyone but a tank. Hiei might not be able to kill off the Luna either, considering how high defense she has.
If he used the AoE, wouldn't he kill? Like if the AoE hit Luna?
Yeah, it might, but the AoE is not going to hit the Luna here.
He has first turn next turn.
He can definitely do that, but then something else is going to die here. This Clara have yet to act, and she's going to get +5 mobility, which means this Claret, if not taken care of on turn 1, or yeah, action 1, then she can take off anyone. Like, just kill the Zerida. Okay, so the Hiei uses Dragon here. He might be looking to just hit something twice with Hiei at the first action. If he can get 2 kills, I don't think he can get 2 kills here though. But he might.
I think he probably might be trying to kill Luna with 2 attack.
Yeah, that might be one of the options. Or you can just hit Luna for the first attack. Yeah, I would attack Luna with the first attack and then snipe Claret with the second. So regular hit.
Yeah, because
Unless,
the Luna is not really the big target here, right? Like,
yeah, you can't
Claret
backstab
is
that
the
Luna, you can't kill this Luna. And now, you have to hope he can kill this Claret without a skill. Does it do it? Yep, it's good. Alright, I think that's a pretty good trade. Yep, the He is just dead in the fog. He really should have not stand, like, right next to the fog. Now
but
Manson don't even...
Leonhard can hit like 4 people now, right? And
Yeah,
um, and the Dark Emperor is pretty crippling to Gerhard because he cannot act again.
so Michuzak's Hiei here should have just ran into the fog if he's going to make this sort of play. Because now it's going to give Manson even more of an advantage. Now Manson's like getting turn priority and getting turn priority again. Okay, so Dihar can act again. Leonhard took a whole bunch of damage, but Leonhard can heal back up. Sakura can't heal back up anymore. The Dihard also lost a ton of soldiers. Actually, yeah, Dihard is just dead here. Now Yusuke can probably clean up the rest.
Do you like the Leonhard for Gerhard trade? Because I don't really agree with the trade.
I think it's okay. At this point, it doesn't really matter all that much what you hit. I think you really want to hit the units that can threaten your Yusuke. But it looks like Manson have a plan on how to deal with this Sakura. Now Manson does get turn priority. Actually he does not. Since he killed the D-Heart here. But he will get turn priority next turn when he have to act and die in the fog as an action. So let's see here. Yusuke might run up and use transform. He might survive the Zerta attack if he's using Bracer. The Stell just goes and hits Hiei for... I don't know why. The Hiei is dead in the fog regardless. But now the Estelle is not going to guard anyone. Oh, actually, the Estelle might have done that just to get 2 turns of guard up, since she does need to hit something to have active guard. So it might be that, but you're also going to concede a bit of the map control here to Michuzak. Alright, he's going to punch Hiei twice. Manson might have anticipated that he's going to lose turn priority or just, give back turn priority back to Michuzak. So that's why he's just running away. anticipating that Leonhardt might jump in, or Zerda might move forward. We have some follows here. So thank you for following, Mattia Quino. And I probably missed a few follows last night as well. Majin Buu, Zealotries, and Simon XS. So here, if the Hie was not killed, then Manson would have turn priority this turn. Instead, Manson just killed off the Hie, conceding turn priority.
Yeah, giving third priority to Leonhard Zarita combo is pretty dangerous. And Yusuke also has a small window with his buff, so.
So Yusuke still have not transformed yet. He might transform soon. Because all Yusuke really needs to hit here is the Zerda. And then even with heal reversal from Sakura, I think Yusuke can just easily take out the rest of the other two. Alright, so Yusuke does transform now.
I think if the Yusuke has a last right embracer and he has also around 900, 800 defense, should be able to survive the Zerida, right?
Yep, right now we don't know if this Yusuke have Bracer or not, just because the skill is increased by Estelle's 3C cost, 3C skill. Looking at the amount of attack this Yusuke have, it might be Bracer, but there's no way to tell. I think running Bracer on Yusuke here would be the correct choice, at least against Michuzak that likes to run a lot of rush units, assassins that have backstab. Alright, so the Leonhardt here can probably use the AoE here if the Estelle and Luna stands within range.
Also, if he want the Yusuke to survive Assassin, which is good because it's the Michuzak, I think he should not use Zealot and instead go for the heavy infantry or the demon troops, Skeleton Knight.
Yeah, I do agree, and he could just bring up the heavy infantries. If you're not going to anticipate your opponent running any sort of holy units, you can bring Skeleton Knights, but in this case, the Sakura does have Zealots. Although they won't do a whole lot just because she doesn't have any sort of attack buff for the Zealots, and they're also below 80% now. Okay, so the stealth move is still within range of Leonhardt's fusion AoE. And as it looks right now, the Yusuke is unable to reach this Leonhardt. Now the Leonhardt Okay, so Yusuke is still in range to get hit. I thought the Yusuke would move away, so Leonhard would not have a AoE target. But Leonhard might not even be moving in. So, not sure why. He might not have the faith in Leonhard one-shotting either Yusuke or the Estelle. But now, the Luna is going to have the Wind God Realm ready next turn, which could be disastrous for Michuzak. It will give Yusuke some more movement, so he can reach the Zerda here. Now, Michuzak could also just be waiting out the transform on Yusuke, and then engage after transform falls off.
Yeah, I think that would be a better play because we all know like Yusuke has a very small window to work with.
Zarda brought the Killing Blow instead of Shadow Raid with Backstab, so she cannot actually ignore guard. I see, so this could be a lot easier if Manson just sticks the Yusuke next to Estelle. But now, Yusuke is going to get hit with Hero Reversal. Now if any ally dies, or if he does damage himself, then he's going to get a lot of damages popping up. Sakura clocked the Hyakaroran. That could be pretty bad, but even just one AoE on this Yusuke could be quite bad for him. Leonhard, I don't think he have the range to initiate or go in just quite yet, so even now Yusuke might be looking to just punch the Sakura here. Just take some damage in return.
I
Actually,
think
no.
you have to gamble here, like use Yusuke to kill Sakura before she can clock again, and try to get the dispel from Mimir effect.
Actually, this is looking really bad for Manson since the Leonhard could move on to the trees and AoE both Estelle and Luna. So if the Leonhard kill off someone like Luna or the Estelle, then Yusuke is going to get damaged a bunch more times. I think Yusuke's best chance of surviving here is just punch the... Well, you can punch really the Leonhard or the Sakura here. And you hope the Mimir Hammer dispels the Hero Reversal.
Yeah, but it's like pick your poison, isn't it? Like if you punch Leonhard, like Sakura can just go in, and you punch Sakura's Leonhard would go in.
Yep. Alright, so the damage is pretty good here. Also clocked. I'm surprised he's running clock even on Leonhard. So now Estelle can die here. And then Yusuke is going to get damaged a bunch more times. At least the Mimir Hammer does dispel one. So, depending on what is dispelled, the Yusuke might be okay. If the Hero Reversal is dispelled right now, Yusuke can... Wow,
Oh,
look at
he
that!
did
The Hero
dispel.
Reversal gets dispelled from Mimir Hammer, so Yusuke can punch somebody. Okay, so Luna uses Wind God Realm but cannot act again thanks to the thing from Leonhard. Cannot act again, debuff. So the clocked Hyakaroran hits Yusuke again. Now this is looking really bad. Yusuke cannot heal for 2 turns. And this should kill Yusuke from the heal reversal. Look at that damage. Mimir Hammer damage as well.
Yeah, I think he should have gone for Sakura like with Yusuke instead of using Luna.
Well, as we saw here, Luna really didn't do a whole lot here. Instead, the Sakura without faction buffs is just single-handedly taking out that Yusuke, which has been a huge threat to Michuzak's plans. Ooh, this Luna, the very high defense, taking barely any damage from that exchange. So, Leonhard can still look to initiate here with teleport and the AoE. So he was very short on time. Could have used the teleport. Instead here he could just use the... Nope, just using teleport again. Stand on trees, best chance of survival. Ah, this is very good. Now Luna cannot actually hit the Leonhard from anywhere without actually dying into the fog. And then Leonhard can just initiate with a air slash. And that will certainly kill this Luna. So overall, very well played by Michuzak. And Michuzak takes down game 1 in this best of 3 between Michuzak and Manson. Okay, so Manson is going to pick the map and player 1 or player 2 for the next round. Now Manson might be looking to make some changes here. One change I will make will probably give a bracer to Yusuke if it's not already on one, and then you can look to survive the Zerda. Now if Yusuke does not survive the Zerda, then I don't think Manson could have done anything different to win that game. You can look to bring 100 punches on Yusuke and hope that gives you enough durability to survive. Okay, so the stream goes down for a moment. Should be going back up. Alright, we're back here. Currently, we're still waiting for Manson to pick the map. He might just be doing all the changes to the box. Manson have known to be a Omega player. He might also consider to bring in Emilia again.
Do you think the Emilia could be a good pick against an assassin team?
I don't think Emilia is going to do a whole lot here, but certain that Estelle was not really working all that well. The plus mobility did seem to help just slightly. I think the better pickup will be something like a Weiler, just to deal with all the damage you see there, all the backstabs. Okay, so Manson is going to choose the same map, and going again as player 1, so we have Plains of Strife, and Manson will look to get player 1.
It's interesting. Earth of Strife, I think, is a very advantageous map for Russia, like Michuzak.
I think the Plains of Strife does favor rush teams just because there isn't a lot of defensive terrain or a movable terrain that players can hide behind. Yeah, that was not the right game mode. Okay, this looks to be good. And now we're going to start off game 2 between Manson and Michuzak. Game 1 won by Michuzak, and Manson did make some changes here. Now, he added in Illustrio. I don't think this Illustrio was present in the box for game 1. The Knight of Mystery, I don't remember if it was in the box or not in game 1. And there's a Leon now.
I think this is a pretty good map for both Mystery Knight and Illustrio. There's a lot of grassland.
Yep, this is also a great map for Leon. The Leon can run wherever he wants, aside from the few trees and the water tiles in the middle. But this is a lot better for Leon as well, compared to some other maps like the Fortress map, where we have mountains everywhere.
I think there's only this map and the sky map that's a favor for Leon, right? Like all the other map have a lot of uncrossable terrain.
If Landius does not get first banned on Manson's side, he would definitely first pick Landius just because it's a very hard to deal with tank that counters all the ranged attackers on Michuzak's side. For example, if the D-Hard fails to kill Claret, you can attribute that to the Landius aura. He loses a lot of crit rate. If he doesn't crit, he's quite terrible. Now we have a first pick Estelle, followed by a second pick Zerida. So Manson did get 2 healers banned, which are the only healers in the box actually. So he did drop Liana somewhere in the after the match. Going for more of a rush team here with all of these threats. Estelle, Zerida, and Listel. Now Michuzak gets Zerida first banned, so he gets his only healer in the box, Iris, which is really good for any of his rush units. And then he gets up a second Olivier. Olivier can give +1 mobility to the entire team. Listel could be quite annoying to deal with if it have a lot of health or defense. Now, the Illustrio could still be very threatening on this map. Alestrio was second banned on Michuzak's side and is fourth picked on Manson's side. Alestrio can run on the defensive terrains to the top and bottom parts of the map and run back with Roundabout. So Michuzak did win game 1.
Michu is probably going AoE on this map because there's no healer on Manson's side.
Yeah, he could definitely look to do something like that, having picked up Olivier and Varna now. So Varna can give a boost to Olivier, and then Olivier could use that boost of AoE damage if he does not use aim.
I'm not really unsure. I understand the fourth pick Gerhard here because I don't think he really bring much to this team.
Well, Dehart can always just snipe off some random unit that is left over, and then after getting a kill, he can stun another unit, possibly winning you some trades here. With the help of Hires and Olivier movement boost, I think Dehart can get into range to snipe off something like Zerda or Illustrial, that, or just anyone that he finds high threat. And then we have a Bozo last pick. He wants to run Stone Colossus. It's pretty good against Mystery Knight, but I don't think he runs Bracer, so Illustrial could still possibly snipe it off with the fixed damage before combat. Yeah, so last I checked, this D-Hard is running the Hand of Tyr helmet, which does boost his damage quite a bit.
But with a Demon Hunter, would it really kill any of Manson units aside from Alastria, I think?
Now, if D-Hard does steal the hide and seek buff from Zarda, that could be a kill. If it steals anything else, I think the D-Hard would just die on counter. The D-Hard does do decent damage, I would say. I think it can possibly kill the Knight of Mystery as well, depending on how much defense the Knight of Mystery have. Usually Knight of Mystery runs Star Earrings, or something like that, which can make them especially tanky against archers and assassins. Now, Manson being player 1 with Zarda, I think he have a pretty good chance of winning here, and Alustrio's running Holy Pegasus this time. So that's going to be something that can easily be sniped by the Demon Hunters. And Lestel is running Undead Knights. Undead Knights. We don't usually see those.
They actually really good on lists there on this map, I think, because you don't really need the fly up movement, right?
Yep, you
And
don't need it.
the Undead Knight is very tanky because they have high stats, and Listel passive basically negate their weakness to holy unit.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see these sort of units used just quite yet. I would have expected more to see more of these after we get the Morning Glory or the Morning Star accessory that deals fixed damage. So Bozo brought faction buff, a black hole, and the Summon Undead. Not sure how he's going to use the Summon Undead here. Can possibly use it to block off Zarda, but otherwise there is not going to have a Yusuke on his team.
Yeah, but someone is not really that effective on this map, right? There's just not a lot of obstacle that you can use to that.
Yeah, so I wouldn't really bring it in this map, but you can definitely still use it just to block off Zarda. It might make a difference, but we'll see how Michuzak uses it. Now for the Season 2 Champion matches, I did bring the Summon Undead as well, although I didn't really use it all that effectively. In the match where I did use it, I had tanks that could form up a wall to block off Zarda.
I think it was more effective on your first map, like the one on the sky map.
Yep, I have used the skeletons quite a few times. They're good in those specific maps where you can really deny one of the assassins a point where they can attack from. So Lustriel still have a lot of movement here, and she can easily just take control either the top or the bottom part of the map, stand in the row of mountains, and be a huge threat. There are a lot of grasslands as well, not like she really needs it, considering how Michuzak does not have a tank here. The Azerda is quite far back, expecting to see a D-Heart teleport turn 1. So this teleport might happen anyways. Okay, so teleport is not going to be used turn 1 on Michuzak's side. Ooh, Illustrial with Breeze, and not even standing near any of the defensive terrains here. I would have put her either at the top or bottom of the map.
Yeah, to take advantage of the mountain and the tree.
With the Breeze, and staying like near the bottom parts of the mountains, I think Illustrial could have maybe went in for the Varna and also ran back out. So let's look at how the two players can look to play out this match and how to win this match. So Manson is spreading apart every unit, anticipating that Michuzak's only chances of winning might be to drop AoEs with Bozo Black Hole, the Olivier, Heartless Requiem, as well as Varna dropping the 1,000 arrows. Since Manson does not have a healer, he's going to just take it all, and that might kill off enough of his health that he loses to the trades afterwards. Now Manson is going to want to get this Lestel in somehow. Maybe get some free trades, free snipes from Celestial. The Mystery Knight can look to throw down some AoEs to chip away at the enemy team. But there is a healer, the only healer, on Michuzak's side with Iris. Thanks for the follow, Creamy Mammy. So the score currently, Michuzak leads the game 1-0. And Listel gets hit with the arrows from Varna. Alright, the Zarda gets pushed up. This Zarda might be threatening to kill off Bozel or kill off Olivier if he does not move. So Michuzak is kind of being pushed to a corner where he is forced to engage this turn. Olivier could either use aim and Heartless Requiem, or Michuzak could be looking to teleport the Olivier to hit everyone. But right now, this Heartless Requiem does seem like it can hit everyone. This action might be okay, but I would actually just teleport the D-Hard first, I think. Yeah, Olivier does hit everyone here with his 5 range AoE attack, which does surprisingly amazing damage.
It's a full health Olivia, so he has a lot of attack boost from his talent.
Yep. So, let's see here. The entire Holy Pegasus unit gets obliterated. Knight of Mystery takes the trade here, using Broken Spears, get the kill on Olivier, and can run back. But this Illustrio is now looking pretty dead. The entire Holy Pegasus lost, attacking without troops, attacking with really no health here. So the only unit that the Illustrio can attack into now is Varna, or the Summon Undead, and she will kill herself attacking into anything else. Although if she does have Ullr's bow, so she can still attack at range 3, so that's a bonus, I guess.
She can heal back too if she attack.
Yes, so the Illustrio's special does give after combat heal or something, I guess.
Yeah, if you're on grass terrain.
Alright, so Illustrio might heal eventually. But the big OE is spent on Olivier, and Michuzak is going to look to move forward here. Teleports. Okay, and this D-Heart probably looking to snipe off the Zerda and then stun Estelle. Yep, Alestrio goes in, gets the kill on the Necromancer summon units, and blocks the Zerda. Can't block all that effectively, since D-Heart can just run around and assassinate. It's hard to see what stuff this D-Heart stole, but having taken so little damage, I'm going to assume he stole the hide and seek.
Well, he does have the Iris teleport damage reduction, so
Let's
oh,
see
he did
here. Yep,
still hide and
he
seek.
did steal hide and seek, and it actually lasts for another turn. Damage taken reduced by 30%, 20%, and 30% again from hide and seek. So the heart is going to be quite unkillable here. Also, this Illustrial just single-handedly takes down the Varna. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't move this D heart with all those defensive bonuses. Instead, I would definitely move the Bozo here first, or the Iris. Yeah, if this D heart moves, he is quite vulnerable to a lot of things. I know he have so much damage taken reduced. He's like unkillable, but now he is. Well, he might die to the hit from Mystery Knight. Might be a trade.
Mystery Knight doesn't have a single target skill, and she has a debuff, so she might not be able to kill a diehard.
Yeah, she might not be able to, but it's like you're looking at the Mystery Knight versus the Demon Hunters that do really nothing here. So it's like a Mystery Knight with some amount of unicorns left versus this D-Heart. And the Thunder Zone, very effective against cavalry. Just takes a huge chunk out of D-Heart. The positioning on Manson's units is looking quite good here. The Bozo cannot use a black hole effectively on any of them, as long as it still also stays out of range here. But that's looking difficult. Now
Yeah, the Listel
Manson.
can't really move in. The Estelle can't really move in without making her a target for AoE.
Yep, so here Estelle goes in, move within range of the Mystery Knight to take a double hit on Black Hole. Mystery Knight is quite damaged here. Estelle could heal up with Phoenix Wave. And this hit is also going to be effective versus the Cavalry D-Heart, although the damage is much less effective than the Thunder Zone that we just saw. Alright, so D-Heart just barely surviving that exchange. And he could look to stun the Mystery Knight if he gets lucky here. It's going to be a 50-50 on which unit he stuns here. And he can stun. Oh yes, Tear Helmet. He's not running his special anymore. I forgot about that. But look at all those heals. Meteor heal, the Iris Talent heal, plus 20% heal from Tails hat. So that's looking really good. The Estelle cannot guard magic, so he can just kill the Mystery Knight with Iris.
Yeah, I think it's already GG.
Yeah, so really any one of these mages can look to kill this Knight of Mystery. Yes, as long as he remembers the Estelle cannot guard magic. Yep, looks like this Mystery Knight is going down here. She only have 305 magic defense. Michuzak's checking to make sure Estelle cannot guard magic. Knight of Mystery goes down, and the Estelle could just take a whole bunch of damage. Actually, not a whole lot of damage from the Zealots.
Yeah, because the Bozo is actually demon.
Ah, Demon Bozo versus Zealots, not going to be that effective. I would have gone for a single attack to kill off the D-Heart there. Not sure why he
Yeah,
went
I
for
agree.
the Whirlwind Staff. Then again, it's still going to look quite difficult even with D-Heart down, just because the Bozo have these Stone Colossus troops. And with the Iris healing those troops up, Bozo can eventually chip down the Estelle. Alright, steals the defense buff as well as some sort of attack buff. Alright, so game 2 also won by Michuzak. Michuzak takes this 2-0 and moves on. So he is guaranteed top 8. Good games to both.
Yeah, that was very well played by Michuzak.
Alright, so that's the match, the only match we have really for now. Thank you for joining to the stream, and thank you for the co-casting, CV.
Yeah,
I will
yep.
see you
Thank you for
guys
having
next
me.
time.
See you later.